said, Boston needs to move forward, and Dustin Pedroia had a great career. I think he should just hang him up. The game of baseball will miss him. It has missed him, and it will miss him when he's not there anymore. Heart of a Lion. All right, on to the NBA. They did it. The Toronto Raptors pulled off the upset over the Milwaukee Bucks. The first time in their franchise's history that the Toronto Raptors are moving on to the NBA Finals. See, but this story goes so much further into that because of everything that's gone on for the last 3 years or so, where they've been a really good team. They've been a top team in the East in the regular season. They've been known as choke artists come postseason time. People didn't take them seriously. They were like, "Oh yeah, they're good. They're a good regular season team. Watch what happens in the postseason." And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of there too. There's an aura about you when you just there's something about your franchise that you just can't seem to get over the hump. To be down 2-0 and then win 4 straight games to close it out in 6 against the number 1 seed. The deep, bigger, longer, more athletic team in the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, it was something special to behold. Even like afterwards, just absolutely crazy to see. Everybody outside the building, the Toronto fans were absolutely just overjoyed. And they should be. They've watched a lot of failure. And for them to come back this year and go to the finals, knock off the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Sixers the way they did. Kawhi Leonard is in the conversation for the best player in the world. Like, I want everybody to write that down. He may be the best player in the world. Kawhi Leonard may be the best player in the world. I think he's reminded everyone of how great he is. Another 27 points, 17 rebounds, and 7 assists. Add 2 steals and 2 blocks. Oh, and the MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he shot 58% from the floor in the regular season. He was known as the guy that, he was like basically uncoverable. He dominates the paint. He's a freak. He can't be stopped when he's driving into the paint. Well, when Kawhi Leonard was guarding him in this series, he was 35% from the floor. Massive difference. Made all the difference in this series. As soon as they put Kawhi Leonard on Giannis, it made it that much more difficult, and they needed to rely on everybody else to beat him. And Kawhi Leonard is averaging over 30 points per game in the postseason this year. I think he's averaging 31 points. He's been a man on a mission from game 1. The claw has been everywhere. Can't say enough about what he's done. But I can't say enough about the job that Kyle Lowry has done in this year's postseason. He was another one with a bad reputation for choking in the postseason. He desperately needed to make a statement. And he has. Absolutely killed it in this series. Killed it. Once again, efficient from 3-point. He's a bulldog. Like, that is a bulldog. He just needs to be aggressive. He can't second guess himself. Be you. It's too bad the Raptors' run has to end, but they made it further than most expected them to. Most thought it was a foregone conclusion that the Bucks and the Warriors were destined to go head-to-head in the finals. That was not to be. I'm just going to say this. The Warriors, with or without Kevin Durant, are a different beast. Like I've said, I'm tired of thinking, oh, this team will probably be able, oh, this team could give them a good fight, oh, this team could, and then they wind up getting swept or losing in 5 games. They're proven champions, smelling a three-peat with Steph Curry, who is really, because, you know, when with Kevin Durant there and Steph kind of having to take a little bit of a step back, he's reminding everybody just how electric he is. Guy averaged like 37 points in the Western Conference Finals. He was absolutely crazy. He was lights out. Draymond Green was great in that series. And Klay Thompson. See, the funny thing about this is that the Bucks' problem was that they couldn't close. Like, they were up late in that game the other night. They could not score. They had trouble shooting when it mattered most. That's the Warriors' strength. The Bucks' weakness, which is what did them in, is what the Warriors do best. 2 top 5 shooters in NBA history in the same backcourt. If Kevin Durant plays at all in this series, which I actually don't think he will. I know he's going to miss the first couple games. With or without him. Like, this is a great team with shooters everywhere. Draymond Green not only has been playing excellent, but he's changed his game. He's changed his attitude. And ever since then, he's been excellent. Everything about this Warriors team is precise, smooth, magic. It's exciting. Leadership and championship pedigree. I don't see Toronto. If Toronto can even take this to 6 or 7 games, it would be an accomplishment. I'm hoping for a series, but I think that Golden State takes a series in 5 games and 3-peats. So that'll about do it for me. I'd just like to thank everyone for listening, all those in the chat room. Have a happy Memorial Day. And I'll talk to you guys on Friday.